Om Shanti. Let's take a moment to turn our attention inward and to recharge the energy of the self. This is the way in which I can boost my energy. The power boost, recharging myself by disconnecting from everything outside, all the scenes, all the events, all the people, all the situations. I disconnect for this moment. I put a full stop and I turn within. I am the living spiritual being within this body of matter. And when I'm able to withdraw and go within, I'm able to tap in to my original qualities of peace, of love. Love, the thing that everyone is looking for, but we make the mistake of looking outside to find it. I'm a loving being, and love is within me. So the more I turn my attention inward and tap into my beautiful quality of love, I can feel full, recharged, energized. And I become an instrument to share love, to give love. Love, the quality that nurtures the soul. I am a loving being, and love is within me. So quietly, let me feel this love that I am. Emerge this powerful spiritual love that I have within me. This love that has the capacity to make me victorious, to make me strong. I am a loving being. Love is my true nature. Feel this love. Feel this fullness coming from this quality of love. I am a loving being. Om Shanti. So today I want to share a little about a loving intellect that leads to victory. When we talk about the intellect, we are talking about an ability within the soul. The soul operates at different level. The very mundane, gross level is the mind that thinks, the mind that feels, the mind that desires, the mind that is, influenced by external stimuli. The mind can get very sensual and very much influenced by the senses. But that's a very mundane ability of the soul, which we need to go beyond or move above when we meditate. Because when we meditate, we try to quiet the mind. Why do we do that? Because the other ability, the higher ability above the mind is the intellect. And the intellect is that energy, that beautiful ability to withdraw. I can withdraw within, I can go inside, and I can discern, I can understand, I can judge, I can make choices. So the intellect is the ability that has the power to make choices. And so when I'm facing situations, when it comes to making a decision, it is the intellect that is needed for that. And the intellect, because it's much deeper, a deeper faculty of the being, the soul, the intellect has the ability to help me, to guide me. And so, as it is said, one who has a loving intellect is victorious, or they're led to victory. So what is this victory we're talking about? We're not talking about a victory where we win a war over a country or a place, or I won a lottery, or I passed my exam. These are all great. But a victory in which my inner abilities are stable. I am stable regardless of what is happening externally. And the first thing I need to do to be able to experience this is use the example of the turtle or the tortoise. What it does, it has the ability to withdraw. And when it is able to withdraw, it's a protection. So nothing can harm the turtle, the life of the turtle, because the shell becomes a protection. So same too, if I have the ability in the middle of a situation to withdraw and take a moment and go within into a silent space within a moment, I find I'm gaining better perspective, and I'll be able to have the ability to make a better choice. And we use this, this method which we use as SOS, stop, observe, and steer. And so to empower the intellect, I need to be able to stop in the midst of situation, in the midst of circumstances, in the midst of conflict, in the midst of things that are not bringing peace to my mind, to take a moment to withdraw. And when I stop and I go within, I'm observing my own responses. How am I feeling at this moment in the midst of the situation? I'm just checking in with myself. And if I feel uncomfortable, I feel not sure what to do at this time, then it's better not to come to a conclusion or a decision. because when I stop and I observe, then I would need to steer, that is, make a choice. So my choice that is made when I'm in that centered space, when I'm able to go into that safe space within, that choice will be a choice that's going to be absolutely beneficial and helpful to me. What happened when I'm in a chaotic situation and my mind is also chaotic? The decision that is made is not always the one that helps me. And so the use of the intellect, the ability of this intellect is that power in which I can go above the thinking and the feeling and to go deep within myself and to experience this power of the intellect. And so when I'm able to withdraw, I'm tapping in to my own spiritual power or my own spiritual ability. And this ability will help me to make a decision that's going to be absolutely beneficial. So, especially when we talk about a loving intellect that leads to victory, think about my relationship with God. Whether we believe or not, whether we know or not, everyone at some point in their life remember God and they say, "Oh God, help me." And so one doesn't have to be a staunch believer or one who sit down and read the Bible or read the holy books or meditate all day. That's not what it's about. It's about what I'm keeping in my intellect. What is the quality in my intellect for this being that I call as God? And that quality that I'm holding, which is a very subtle relationship that I'm holding for God, that I'm having with God. And sometimes I myself may not be able to put it into words, but there is some belief and some faith that is there within that has been carrying me all my life. And because of this absolute faith and belief that I'm carrying, and somehow based on truth, it is that which is going to lead me to a victory where my mind can be stable in the midst of situation. I can use some understanding in situation to free me from that, the worry and all the things that come with situation. So being victorious in a sense is that I am finding something in every situation that is going to be beneficial to me. Like if there's a challenge with the body and I know there's something I may be able to do to make it lighter. And instead of worrying about that, let me seek some help and um, do something on the physical level. And so because I know if I try my best, that something good is going to come out of that. And so, with the faith in myself as well, then that would lead to victory. And the victory again would be that I'm not carrying this energy of worry and fear and doubt in me, but I'm carrying this package of clarity, of understanding, in which that I can face any situation, but I'm not being disturbed internally, mentally, emotionally. So victory really is the state of being that I'm left with after any event or any situation or anything that come up. But how is my mental ability, my inner ability handling that? That is what a victory is. And victory can be moment by moment, day to day, which can become a pattern in which it's going to help me in my life. So take a moment and think about yourself at this very moment, where you are. Something challenging may be happening, but go beyond that situation and go into that space where you have that loving intellect, that love, that faith, that trust in God, in the Supreme, in whatever name you want to call that being. But go into that and remember a time when this link and this connection that you have with the Supreme Being or God had helped you some point in time, and bring that back into your life at this moment and see how that will make a change in everything, change in relationship, change in circumstances. And this is the victory that we want to experience. The victory, not winning over someone that I'm better than you and I can do better than you. That's not the victory we want. We want a victory where my mind is experiencing that peace, that love within, that I'm not disturbed. This is the victory that I want to have. And this is a victory we want to live our life by. And so it's absolutely necessary for me to spend quality time with myself in order to experience this victory. And this victory is a subtle energy that I'm carrying with me, an energy that is very stable. And when I'm carrying this beautiful energy with me of being victorious, over situation, the energy that I'm emanating would be an energy of an angel, where I'm operating from deeper understanding, much, much deeper. It's not a human understanding, it's a very spiritual understanding. And so when I'm operating on the basis of that, what I'm giving or what I'm emanating is this beautiful centeredness within and strength. So, victory really is my understanding that I'm applying in every situation and how that is making me spiritually strong, whether it's a challenge with the body, a challenge in relationship, challenge with finances, challenge with the world situation, challenge with COVID, in whatever way, but go deeper within myself and see that in every situation, there is something for me to learn from that. There's a lesson there for me. There's something for me to benefit from that. This is one of the things which has helped me on my spiritual journey, that when I went to India the first time many years ago, the one of the lessons that I came home with was everything that is happening is beneficial. Even if I'm not able to see the benefit in it, but just keep this thought that whatever is happening is beneficial. And because I've used that all my life, I've seen how this has helped me to grow, to become strong in the midst of many situations. So, as individuals, we all are on a journey. We have our individual journey. We have beautiful families. We have a lot of support around us. But there's a time when we have to make it on our own. There are times when we have to face situation when we're going to be alone. No one can help us with that. And this is the practice that's going to help us, that no matter what it is, I can come out as an angel. I can be light, and I can be sharing this beautiful energy of lightness. And this is what victory means to me. So I would like to share this with you, and you spend your day today thinking about victory, from the small one to maybe much bigger. But victory is important for us to feel. Not a victory where I have to go put up a white flag on the battlefield that I won, but I'm putting up that white flag within my own heart, that yes, this is what I'm learning from this situation. And this is what's going to make me spiritually strong. So let's take a moment again and go within and think of that time, a moment, maybe recently, where you felt this energy of victory. Not that I was right and you were wrong, or I knew it. This is not what we're talking about. I'm looking at that victory where someone may have defamed me or said something not so nice about me. But I have this ability to look at that soul, that individual, with mercy and compassion. And I can donate peace to them. And like Jesus Christ said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they're doing. I use my ability to look and to know, and even though the other person may be under an influence and saying something that can hurt me, but with my compassionate eye and my loving intellect, I am able to donate peace and love and compassion. This is my victory. I'm not judging anyone, but I know from my heart I can feel this energy that is coming towards me, but yet I'm not accepting it. I am changing that energy into something positive, something beneficial for myself and the other. Om Shanti. Have a peaceful day.